Welcome everyone to another episode of Gripsport Latino, the project where I, Pancho Grip, tell the world about Gripsport and travel around the internet to show you how things are done in various countries of the world. Today, we travel to the Eden of sports history, Greece, with an epic guest, Panagiotis Kalamidas. Correct me if I said your name wrongly, but how are you today, Panagiotis?
I'm fine, thank you. I want to say something. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Yeah, buenas tardes.
Yeah. Because here it's afternoon, so good afternoon from me.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm very good. I'm almost healed from my low back strain, and I'm super excited.
Nice. Panagiotis, I want to start with the question I told you before. For the people who doesn't know you yet, because I think you should be more well known as an athlete and as a grip sport pioneer in Greece. Who is Panagiotis Kalamidas?
Thank you so much. Panagiotis Kalamidas is someone that tries to make people better here in Greece in terms of fitness and like the whole thing of lifestyle, a good, healthy, quality lifestyle. I'm trying to do that here. I'm almost like a hybrid athlete, let's say. I'm doing almost everything, and hybrid, like cross-sport athlete, because I've done a lot of sports here, and I loved lots of them. Yeah, that's me. I'm trying to be positive, and I'm trying to help people. And I think about the grip thing that we're talking about. If we have positivity, we can make this sport great, very big in the whole world.
Excellent. I wanted to ask you, well, you live in Greece. Which is your city in Greece, like Athens, or it's another one?
It's 20 minutes from Athens. It's a small industrial city, small to medium industrial city. It's called Aspropergos. We have lots of factories and things like that. But we are very, very, very near capital of Greece, Athens.
Nice. Panagiotis, I'd like to ask you for your height, how tall you are, and your weight, because people, I think we see things on Instagram and we don't figure out how big people is. And I want to tell like a funny story, because I always see you like lifting an each dumbbell, lifting stuff, and I don't see you by another person. And once I saw a video from your gym, and you were like a giant, and there was a really tiny lady that you were like helping with the squat, and I thought, this dude is a giant. So how tall and how big are you?
No, I'm not a giant. I'm 185 centimeters, like 6'1" or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe a bit higher than the normal, something like that. I don't know what's the average. And I'm right now sitting around 98 to 99 kilograms.
Well, for Chile, you're a big dude. Yeah. You're big, and I mean, not the tallest, because younger guys, they are like 190 centimeters. Like, I mean, the tallest. But
the new generation is like crazy everywhere, I think.
Yes. Well, I am 30. I have in my mind that we are like about the same age, right? You are 31 or something? How old are you?
I'm 35 years old. 35.
35. Virtually the same. Yeah, we are like from the same generation. So nice.
Yeah.
Panagiotis, what do you do for a living? What do you do, like your work? Tell me about it.
I'm right now currently at my own gym. It's a smallish gym in Greece, in my city. It's a CrossFit gym, but in the same time I'm doing lots of strength and conditioning stuff. I'm doing personal training. I'm last 2 years. I have a lot of youth basketball athletes that I'm training. Things like that. Yeah, I'm a coach. I'm a coach
And
here.
I think I didn't have it like clear, but you are the owner of the gym?
Yeah, I'm the owner. It's not that hard here to own a gym in Greece.
Oh, but it sounds really, really fun, really interesting. And that explains because I always was thinking, hey, this guy has the many inch dumbbells. They are expensive, and he has it like right over there. Like, is he not afraid for them to be stolen or something? Because they are valuable pieces of equipment. It's like, and it has like the Naples Nightmare like sitting around. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
is he not concerned? Like some guy will go there and I will take this and steal it. I didn't knew.
I will grab him. I will grab him.
Oh, super interesting project. I'd love to have my own gym in the future as well because I am a big fan of sports. But we are here to talk about you. Well, you're a coach. You have your own gym. I want to know about when did you start playing sports? I want to know about your sports background from the very beginning,
Okay.
please.
Okay. I was in a real young age. I don't remember exactly, but my first sport was swimming.
Nice.
Swimming, yeah. And I think that I have a good V-taper because of that thing. Because at the young age I was a swimmer.
Okay.
Then I did some kung fu things. These years, the kung fu it was almost like the king of the martial arts. It was karate and kung fu. Do you remember that? Like 90s, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yes.
I did that also. I did kickboxing. I was in various football teams, track and field, basketball, which went in a pretty high level, like in a national level when I was
Okay.
16, 17 years old. Um, what else? Lots of things. A bit of boxing.
So you know how to fight. I like it.
Ah,
You're a super complete athlete. Don't mess
I
with
don't know.
Panagiotis,
Right.
guys.
People know how to fight because if you don't train in this situation, and if you have many years to train, you're a bit of losing you're losing touch. You're losing touch.
Okay,
And I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I don't want to fight anymore.
perfect. Nice, man.
And that's I think and a bit of weightlifting, Olympic weightlifting, but that was later because I wanted to learn the weightlifting from a good teacher. So I went there and did the weightlifting. Not my youngest, at 24, 25.
Okay.
This is when I started doing serious weightlifting.
Okay.
Till then, I wasn't doing much of weights, only body weight things and bodybuilding stuff.
Did you train when you were like in high school, squat, bench, deadlift, and that stuff?
Nothing. No.
Really? And
Never.
when
Never
did
till
you start
24,
like
25
doing?
years old. 24,
Wow,
25 years old. Yeah.
interesting.
And my first 100% one rep max attempt that my teacher coach then allowed me to do, it was 200 kilos.
Really?
Yeah.
200.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
really strong. Nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I mean, I am not that impressed because I know you are super strong, but
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
200 for your first one rep max, it's not joke. You're a
Yeah.
full athlete.
First one up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Nice. So, well, I wanted to ask you mainly about basketball because I see you are still dunking very often.
Yeah.
Like those are really
Yeah.
nice videos. And well, I don't have the ability to dunk. I never
Yes.
played basketball seriously. I played other sports while growing up, but I always thought like, whoa, you gotta be like 190 centimeters to dunk, but you are not that tall and you dunk like really, it's perfect. Like whoa.
Yeah. Thank you.
When could you do
Thank you.
your first dunk in basketball?
I grabbed the rim at my 14 years old, 15 years old. I grabbed the rim,
Super young.
and then
Were
yeah,
you
pretty
like
young.
185 centimeters when you were 14?
No, I was 178, something like that.
That's my height.
178. Yeah.
Nice.
So I had good genetics also. And then I dunked, I did a light dunk at 16 years old. Yeah.
Did you ever do any dunk in an official
In-game
match
dunk.
in game?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah.
Epic, epic.
Yeah.
Did you watch
But
the TV show Slam Dunk ever? Do you know it? It's an
Slam
anime.
Dunk TV show. I don't know. No. I don't know it. I don't know it.
Wow, it's about basketball. You will love it. I will send you a link after the interview because you will love
For
it.
sure.
It's really epic.
I will, for sure.
Nice. So, well, do you still play basketball like with friends or just the dunking part is the one that you maintain?
No. It's my psychology sessions, the basketball sessions. This is where I will go and I will free my mind there and I will let loose myself. I will play regular basketball, not only dunks. I'm just recording some dunks to see my progress, to see where I'm at that time that I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm playing like a bit of alone because I don't have much time, and maybe I have a 50-minute break, so I have to run to go to the basketball court to play a bit, to come back, and to be ready to train my clients. And maybe I'm going also with my basketball clients to
Perfect.
see how they're performing in various movements and things like that.
I want to move like away from sports and grip sports because I have some questions because I've been following you for many years. I think I started following you like in my personal Instagram since 2018, maybe. Yeah,
Oh,
I think it was like around that year or maybe 2019. I don't remember, but I always known you because I was always curious because I wanted to like travel around the world via internet and know how it's done in another country. So I was like, oh, this is the first guy from Greece that it's doing anything about grip. So I always follow it like your stories, and I saw that you appeared in some commercials when you were younger. And
oh yeah.
I was like, wow, this guy must be famous in Gripsport. Tell me about it. What was that about?
Of course, I'm not famous. Of course,
Okay.
in my basketball team when I was
Okay.
17, had some teammates that were telling me, go to a model agency, go to a model agency, go to a model agency. So one day I said, okay, I'll go. But with a bit of luck, let's say, I didn't go to a photo model agency. I went to a video model agency, video modeling,
Okay.
and that's why from there I did some castings and things like that. And then maybe I have done 15 commercials
Whoa.
here. Yeah, 15 commercials. But the most recent one is about 4 years, 5 years ago. So yeah, it's long long gone right now.
But do they pay well when you do the commercials? Or it's like not
Because
so much? How is it?
no, it's not bad. It's not bad. It depends on the country, of course, of course. But because I was going via an agency, the big portion of the money will
We'll
of
go
course
to the
take the
agency.
agency.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was for 8 hours of working, doing the commercial. It's respectable money, of course. It's very good.
I was asking because here in Chile, sometimes people don't get paid so much just for the commercial. It's like, yeah, you're building a career, you want to be a model, and because one of my friends, it's like pursuing a modeling career here in Chile. He's doing super well, but the commercials itself are not like his main source of income. So I wanted to know if in Greece it's different and you could be like a successful model just because of the commercial. That was like what I was thinking. But
Most of the
yeah,
commercials we're doing them like actors and model slash actors. And
okay.
these days, the economic scene it was way better, so they could afford to not pay an actor because a famous actor, is way more expensive than me, which I'm not famous. But while these standards, you can sustain, of course, a living by only doing commercials. I was doing it for fun. It was so fun. It was very good. It was really fantastic days. You can earn some money to do stuff that in younger age we wanted to do. You can't live off of from this.
Okay. But sounds really fun, and it drives me to another thing that called my attention about your
Okay,
profile. You're really
let's
into
go.
outfits and really into aesthetics, my friend. I really when I'm with my wife chilling in the couch, I always speak to her about Gripsport, and well, she's like oh, stop it, it's too much talking about Gripsport. And once I told him, hey, look at the outfit of this guy. It's really stylish, right? And she's like, whoa, he dresses well. And the glasses. So I wanted to know, man, are you like do you do your own research, because you dress well and you look really great, man? How do you manage it? It's like important to you, like to have really pick your outfit, pick your colors. How do you do it?
First of all, thank you so much. Second of all, it's like taste. Everyone has its different taste and its
Yeah.
different style. Uh, it's like I'm trying to be as clean as possible.
Yeah.
Also, here in my gym, you can see some videos that I'm trying to be as good as possible, because it's not only that you're offering your expertise, as they say, and your knowledge about the fitness and the sports and etc. But you have to have a good looking look
Yes.
to like someone is coming here, he wants to see something and be okay. He's clean. The surroundings are clean. He doesn't stink, let's say. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to be as clean as possible. And about the everyday life, the everyday styling, uh, I love it. I was loving it from a young age, but I couldn't afford it because it's an expensive sport.
Yeah, it's expensive
It's
to
an
like dress stylish.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, it's not expensive. That it's not only the brands, let's say per se, because I'm not styling myself with brands only. Of course, you can't do that in these times. But I'm I'm trying my best. You know how I'm picking my style. I'm thinking first, maybe may I pick, let's say, this hoodie, a pair of shoes, and then I'm trying to fit the jeans or the pants or the colors. And if in my eyes are good, way to go.
Nice. I am curious.
Thank you.
What's the brand on your hoodie? It has like I don't know if they are
Yeah,
Greek letters, but what does it say?
it's Cyrillic. Cyrillic. It's letters from like Russia, Ukraine,
Oh yeah.
Bulgaria. The
Okay.
Cyrillic language also started from Kyrillos and Methodios, which were Greeks,
Okay.
and they were there to start this language. And it has some letters that it's also in our alphabet in Greek, and
Okay.
this is the way they say hard. It's hard.
Nice.
The H is for us, for Greeks, the H is the X.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, I understand. And I am curious about another thing about Greece. Does
Yeah.
is it regular that Greek people know how to speak English, or you have to learn in high school, in college, or how is it over there? Because here in Chile,
Yeah.
it's not something that most people know. So and that's why I am doing this channel, because I want to translate the videos from people who speak English, which is the vast majority of Gripsport athletes. So in Greece, how is it? Is it common to know how to speak and read English?
We starting like from a young age also, and we're trying to start as young as possible to learn at least one language, and the most common language is English.
Okay.
And we're trying to obtain some certificates,
Okay.
which is a good way to learn in a better way English in or every language, of course. And most of us here, we are. I think that we can speak with everyone at least in English, and maybe some people can speak also in second foreign language. And also, we are a very tourist destination,
Yes.
so we have to know English. And one more
Nice.
thing, the Greek language, it's almost neutral. The accent, it's neutral. And for us, I think it's a bit easier to use accent from other languages. I don't know. I don't think that I have an accent of an English person, but I don't have, let's say, terrible Greek accent because of our language. If
I
you
mean,
can,
I understand your English like
yeah.
relaxed and perfectly. You speak super well English. So I was
Thank
surprised
you.
because, well, I met another Greek person. Maybe I told you, but she was into like an exchange student in my college. But
Yeah.
she studied, well, I studied like how is it called? Business administration and economics. And she was
Okay.
studying that in Germany. So she knew German, she knew a bit of Spanish, she knew a bit of English. Actually, when I met her, she told me, well, Pancho, what's your third language since you speak Spanish and English? And I was like, third? What? Third? How? Why? And well, Europe is different because you can be like in a country and on the side is one language and down there it's another. So it's natural to know more than one. But yeah, it's like well, here in Chile we are a touristic destination as well. But people here is not concerned about knowing English to have a conversation with the tourists. So it's but we young people are like moving forward. with it because it's super fun to be able to speak with someone who is like from the other side of the world, you know?
Exactly, 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 exactly.
Yes. Before going into 100% grip sport, I have seen
Okay.
that you have a schnauzer, little princess
Yeah,
Daytona. Is
yeah,
it
yeah. They
is
come
she
here.
right
A lot of,
there with you?
of course, she's here.
Nice.
Yeah,
She, she's
here
always
she is.
with you. Uh,
Almost, almost always.
so sometimes I have seen you like the video you uploaded the other day, like carrying the inch dumbbell. She was near, and I was like, "Oh fuck, he's going to maybe he's going to drop the dumbbell." Poor little thing.
No, no, of course, of course.
No, but they are smart. I well at my parents I have a dog too, and when I was training with the Dini Stones, I thought, oh, I am going to push him, like crush him with the stones, and they are smart enough to not be close when you are. "Ah,
Of course,
ah."
of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. So you lived in the Dennis Stones?
No, I've never gone to Europe, but I have two replicas in at my parents' house. My parents are really patient with my weightlifting hobby. So I have one is 160 and the other is
Yeah.
170 kilos. So I have my replicas. I have lifted the weight, but I have not gone to Scotland. I have to go.
So
And, and
you,
when I do
you're,
my Europe trip, I'm going to go to Greece to visit you for sure.
of course, of course,
Yes.
of course. So you're close to doing them, lifting them.
I think in 2020 last year I could do 345 kilograms on the loading pins. So I think in a good day I can do it. I am confident
Oh,
at it. Actually, there are bigger stones than the Dini stones. I don't know if you are aware of them. The nickel
I know. I
stones.
don't. Of course, of course. I don't. I wasn't to remember the name. Yeah.
But I want to lift those as well because they are like 206 and 156, something like that. So my best one hand Dini ring lift has been 190 kilograms. So I want to go to the 205 and be ready for those as well. So
Let's
yeah,
go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm going to do it. Well,
For sure.
Daytona. When how old is she? When did you decide like I'm going to have a dog? How was it?
I wanted that from, let's say, from when I remember myself, but my parents didn't want a dog,
Okay,
so I had to be alone to have my own apartment.
okay,
Of course, I'm living alone like 7, 8 years now, but I didn't have the let's say not the situation, the lack of owning a dog.
okay.
And one day I went to a friend's house, which they are schnauzer. What's the word? And they
It's
are
like
doing
they raise many schnauzers,
yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Schnauzer. I don't remember the word.
we are
So
in
they
the
had
same boat. We are in the same boat in that because I
oh
don't know
yeah.
the word.
So they had a white miniature schnauzer litter,
Okay.
and they had Daytona day that it was the best puppy, and they wanted to not give this puppy away to another like family.
Okay.
But when I saw her and he went to my lap, I told them no, she's coming with me.
Oh, so she chose you.
Yeah, of course, yeah. She's 2 years
Beautiful.
old and 2 years old and 2 months, almost 3 months old. 2 years and 3 months old.
Nice. She's super pretty. I like her.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I think I told you on chat, but my grandmother has a schnauzer as well. It's like gray. I don't know the names of the types of schnauzer, but it's gray and white, like those colors.
it's or black and silver or salt and pepper. If it's more white, it's salt and pepper. If it's black and like silver or white, it's black and silver. Maybe it's salt and pepper.
Maybe yes, and she's super lovely. I really like her.
Yeah, they are.
The bad thing is that she hates the cat of my parents, and as long as she sees the cat, is going to like kill it. It's a really, they are hunters.
Yeah, of course. Oh, exactly. They're hunters. They were hunting in Germany, big like big mice and big rats and things like that.
Actually, I don't know if you saw on Netflix a documentary called Rats.
No, I didn't, but I have it in my list.
If you watch it, when they show England, they use like packs of schnauzer, and they grab the rat, like each schnauzer, like one leg and the head, and they do like, and they eat the rats and kill them.
Schnauzers and Westminsters, something like that. The other was some. I don't remember the other kind of dogs they are using.
Yeah, but they are really good hunters. Well,
of course, yes,
my friend, let's jump into the important stuff. Gripsport. How did you find out about Gripsport? Because back in the day, it was hard to find out about it like on internet. These days, social media is like spreading a lot of grip, especially the grippers. But how did you find out about it?
Of course, I was playing with some low-quality grippers in my younger age. My father had a lot of them, like plastic grippers, and I was doing like 2,000 reps and things like that. I didn't know that this has a sport based on grippers and things like that. I accidentally found out because I found out an Excalibur.
Okay.
The grip tool, the Excalibur. Yeah. So I played with it. I did some pretty quick, some very good numbers. And then I bought some rolling handles. And then I learned more about grip from my friend Bader from Dubai. You know Bader?
Of course, I always see his channel, and I was thinking about inviting him sometime. Do you think he would like it?
For sure. He's the encyclopedia of grips. Of grip. He knows lots of stuff, and he has lots of historic grip tools.
Nice.
One of 2, 1 of 3, or 1 of 4 millenniums in the world, he has it. The Millennium Trainer, which is a 80 kilo, 85 kilo cat inch trainer. It has it. It has lots of stuff, numerous stuff.
Nice. And coming back to the Excalibur, where did you find that Excalibur? Like, was it in a gym or on the street? How was it?
It was a friend of mine. So I said, give me that to try it, to play with it. I think that I will be good. And
did you have to link it to a loading pin, or was it like a full?
He gave me a loading pin too.
Oh,
it wasn't the V bar. It was the grip tool, the carabiner, and a loading pin. Perfect. And then I did almost 100 kilos. My 6th try this day. That day that I had it, 6th try. Like I did my warm-ups and I did 100 kilos. And he said, "What the fuck? You have to try more." And I think that I have air down of the plates with 150 kilos, some air, like 10 centimeters. This is my best, not locked out, but this is my best Excalibur lift.
Perfect. So that was the first grip tool that you tried, and then rolling handle. Which one was the first that you touched, that you tried?
It was an anonymous rolling handle. I don't remember the brand. It was an unbranded maybe, which it shocked me because I was so good with the Excalibur, and then I'm grabbing the rolling handle. I'm doing like 60 kilos, 62, and I'm saying, what the heck? Why? I'm so good in that one implement, but on the other implement, I'm like trash. And then I have a hub, a regular hub, and I'm doing like 15 kilos. And I'm saying, what's that? And then I bought numerous of implements, lots of them, which I have to say, with some of them, because I couldn't do lots of kilos, I wasn't playing with them.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
It was they were hitting me on my ego, especially the small stuff. They are so fucking hard. The small stuff are so hard.
Yeah, those tiny things like the stab, the coin, and the finish ball. They are hard. Yeah.
Pretty hard.
And it happened the same to me, because when I discovered Gripsport, I wanted to buy like a piece of everything. Oh, this one from England. Oh, this one from Finland. Oh, this one from the US, and like that. And at the end of the day, I ended up using the grippers, using the pinch and the thick bar, and that's it. And like I have like a B bar. I have many B bars, but I don't use them like regularly. Like sometimes there are too many implements, and then you don't use. And it happens the same to me. It's like if you're not doing like records on some device, it's harder for you to be using it, because it's more challenging. So I understand. I can understand perfectly.
Which is not the right thing to do. You have to try more on the things that you are not good.
Exactly. That's just like that. And do you have any? I want to know these days, which are the implements that you have with on your gym? I have an idea, but I want to hear it from you. Which are what's your collection these days?
Yeah, I have a vertical bar right there.
Okay.
I have a country crush right there. I have my inch dumbbells and inch-like dumbbells.
Okay.
I have a blob that I can't lift.
Has anyone came close to lift your blobs?
I have one blob. It's the 24-hole blob. No one close to lift it. No one. And I have, of course, an Pulp's Nightmare, which is pretty useful. I have two fat bars. Right now, what else I have? I think this is what I have right now. And fat grips. I have fat grips. The blue ones.
Perfect. So I want to know, like in pinch, which is the best pinch that you have ever done? Maybe in your Napalm's Nightmare device?
Oh, I don't have pinch in the Napalm's Nightmare. I have an 80 kilograms inch block. I had an 80 kilograms. An 80 millimeters inch block. Signomi. Sorry. Signomi. Okay. It's sorry in Greek. Signomi. It's sorry.
Okay.
So, 2 hands, it's like 90 kilos, 92 kilos with 2 hands.
Okay.
And with 1 hand, it is like 40, roughly 40, 39 or 41, something like that.
It's a good one.
But this blob, maybe it's a good, but not good enough to lift the blob.
Yeah, because blobs are different than pinching a block. Yeah. And do you have a Rolling Thunder these days, or do you just have?
I had. Right now I don't have a Rolling Thunder. I had a Rolling Thunder.
And which was your best with rolling handles?
I
Do you
don't
remember?
remember the best. I
Okay.
don't remember the best. I remember the first time that I cracked the 100 kilograms level, and I did something like 105. But I did before thumbless over 100 kilograms with a rolling thunder. Sorry. The best rolling thunder lift. I don't remember that. I don't really remember that.
Okay. I want to know, Panagiotis, uh, when you discovered Gripsport, uh, there's always a time when we discover the feats of strength. So for people who
Yeah.
is watching us, I will define the feats of strength like some feats, so to speak, that if you complete them, you are like getting certain recognition of what's your strength, no matter where are you. In example,
Yeah.
lifting the blob, lifting the inch dumbbell, closing a big gripper like the number 4. So, which were the first feats that called your attention, like watching social media and speaking with people?
Of course, it was the dumbbell Thomas inch dumbbell lifts because, as I said before, when I tried the first rolling handle, I wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So they say that it's 78 kilograms of a massive dumbbell, which if you don't have the enough power to stop the spin, it rotates inside your hand, like doing in a rolling handle over 100 kilos, something like that. So I said I want to try to lift an inch dumbbell. That was my first grip fit that caught my attention.
And how long did it took to you to try an inch dumbbell for real, like in real life?
A friend of mine, which is like metal. He's working in a metal factory or something like that. I don't know exact name. He made for me an inch dumbbell, which at that time I didn't know that it's harder than the original inch dumbbell. It's harder because I show what I'm saying?
Show me, please. I mean, I
Okay.
didn't understand. Did you want to show me the dumbbell?
Yeah. Why it's harder? So this is my first inch dumbbell, which is handmade from Greece, from my friend Alexis Magasarov. This is a steel inch dumbbell. It's not from cast iron, of course, because we don't have foundries to play with cast iron.
Nice.
It's 80.4 kilograms. Why it's harder now? I didn't know that time that it's harder.
Okay.
It's harder because give me a second. It's harder because you don't have this is a college dumbbell, an original replica, as we say. This is the big difference. I think it's a difference. I'm not sure that this is a difference. This one, it's a bit down to the ground more than the inch replica, the original inch replica. The handles are almost the same, but the globes are circular, which you can, let's say, if you want to lift it tilted, you can grab it at the back and stop the spin.
Okay.
You don't have it here. You have something, but it's like cut. You don't have a lot of friction back there. So it's way harder to lift it tilted and strict, of course. This dumbbell, my first implementation of inch dumbbell, like an original replica. The day, maybe the night that it came, I lifted it.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, in my third attempt. It is 80.4 kilograms, but I was always wanted to lift an original replica. Then I went to Dubai to my friend Bader, and then I tried one of the original replicas that I had. It was way easier than this one. Of course, that time I was lifting the inch dumbbells only tilted.
Okay.
I was lifting them tilted, and like a year ago, 1 year and a half ago, I said you have to perfect the strict lift also.
Okay.
So let's go to another question. Maybe when I strict lifted it,
Yeah.
it took me like 2 months of preparation of only strict lifts to lift it. So it was one day, like not one day, 3 attempts to lift it tilt, and it was 2 months non-stop, almost every day, doing everything that a lot of friends are tipping me to do, and then I did it, and now I can do it both ways. I'm not right now strong enough to lift the first one strict, but I will do it soon. I think I will do it.
Of course. I have the first question from the audience, from a friend of Chile. His name is Sebastián.
Sebastián, yes.
Saludos a Sebastián. So,
hello, Sebastián.
Sebastián wants to know, what training did you do to lift the inch dumbbell?
I almost answered it. I did nothing. First
Nothing
night,
special.
I lifted it. Nothing special. But I was doing, that time, almost 1 year of grip training.
Okay.
I was doing vertical lifts, lots of vertical lifts, with various vertical implements. I had the 2.5 inch jag, 3 inch jags, you know. I have vertical bars, rolling thunders. Rolling thunder. I had the rolling thunder. I had a rolling handle from Arm Assassin Strength Shop. The one hand Napalm's Nightmare, which is fantastic implement for a rolling handle.
Okay.
So I was doing all of that, and I was lucky enough to lift the inch dumbbell from the day one. So I didn't do any specific training, but I did specific training for lifting the inch dumbbell strict. If you want, if I can say that specific training that I did, if he likes, I don't know.
And did you like inspire yourself or observe some other inch dumbbell lifters when you wanted to lift it for the first time?
Everyone motivated me. All of them out there motivated me. Everyone out there. I was talking to almost everyone, like Nathan, Joe from Australia, Ben from USA, Timmy, Tim Fairpoint, Jason, everyone. And if I forgetting someone, I'm sorry. Everyone helped me, of course, but there it's like it's an amazing coach, and all these guys are amazing because every tip that they gave me, when all the stars align, it helped me tremendously to lift the dumbbell strict.
Nice. Sounds
and the motivation
super...
it was big. It was enormous motivation for me to do something that they are doing.
And how did you came like from lifting the inch dumbbell that you said it was like your first motivation in Gripsport? How did you came into the blobs? Did you see it on social media? How was it?
Yeah. I saw it on social media, and I think you can correct me on this one. The equivalent of inch dumbbell is like the Fatman blob.
Yes.
Okay. And I wanted to try to find the fat one, but they say that the 24 hole, it's like the fat one blob.
Yes.
So I bought one from Nathan, and I'm not going. It's not going so good.
It's hard. I guess it's hard.
It's hard. It must more to have big hands for the not only it matters a lot to the inches too, but for the blob because it's so wide. It matters to have a bit bigger hands. I don't have big hands. I have average to small hands, so it's I can't do a bit of something like technique, like the tilt, which is more technically sound thing, like versus the raw thing, which is the strict. In blob, if you can hold it and lift it, you can do it. You can't do anything. I think that you can do. You can play with how to touch the blob and things like that, but it seems that nothing is working for me right now.
I understand. That's actually why, because I have two blobs.
But you are
I have
good in blobs. You are very good in blobs. You're
but
very
not,
good in blobs.
but not at the level of the to lift the holy 24 kilos, because I lifted the half 100 legacy,
Yes.
which has not the same shape of the holy 24. Holy 24, it's like this.
Yeah.
So to speak.
It's huge.
The York, it's like this and this, and
Okay.
smaller, because it's like they grow exponentially. It's like
Yeah.
like the York 100, it's like this. Let's say like this. The 110, it's this, and the fat one, it's like this. It's like, man, really big jumps. It's like jumping from a COC number 2 to a 3 and then to a 3.5. It's like, man.
Yeah.
In example, I have a 100, a half 100, and a half 110. I won't buy a blob, a Holy 24 from Nathan, before I lift the 110, because maybe I'm not ready. I think my hands are like medium or average, or maybe small for international standards. So I'm not sure if I am ready, and it's expensive to buy that thing. So I will wait. I will wait for some time before jumping into it. But I want to go for the challenge as well.
Of course.
So, since I mentioned grippers, I want to listen to your gripper story, my friend. Which was the first gripper that you bought for yourself? I am speaking about the grippers for Gripsport, not the plastics from the good store that we all started with when we were younger.
I bought the COC3 first time. I had accidentally, I don't remember how, I had a heavy gripper 250.
Okay.
Which I was closing really easy. I didn't know that I have to see the spring. It has to be more vertical it's that side with a more vertical, not the curve. I didn't know that. I was closing it easily.
Okay.
And then I bought the COC3 because I saw that it's a challenge and it's a good fit to do it.
Was that before? What was that before lifting your inch replica, or after?
No, it's after. It was after.
So you lifted the inch replica before jumping into the gripper world.
Yes.
Okay. So you were closing the heavy grip 250 easily.
Easily. And then I saw a bit of the technique, how to have to settle the gripper in your hand and things like that. I bought the COC3 and I think that I closed it pretty easily. I don't remember when, but I closed it in no time. And then I went to 305, which I closed it with a bit of a controversial technique because I was doing that like this. I was doing like this.
Okay.
if you see how they are doing the dynamometer like this, yeah, and I was very strong like this. I changed it a bit. I tried to close it in a different way, in a more common way. I closed it and then I went to the four, uh, which with a big help of Nathan. I follow almost exactly the way he is training with the grippers, almost exactly, and it helped me a lot.
And what was that style of training? How did you train for closing the number four? Because I think you didn't take so much time to go from the three to the four. How long did it took to you to close the four?
I don't remember the exact time, but I can almost remember the how I was training with this. I was I was warming up with a heavy grippers 300. That was my
Okay.
warm up. Then I was going straight to 2.5. So 2.5 because it's wider and I
Yes.
wanted something more wide. Then I was going straight to 3.5, not to the 3,
Okay.
because I was wasting my time with the smaller things and my energy. And every day I was trying to hit as many single sets, single reps as possible, as hard as possible. If I wasn't doing it that day, I was going to the level below, let's say 3.5 or 3, and I was doing 8 to 10 sets of one deep set, only deep sets, only deep sets. I'm not good at the opens. I'm not good at the credit cards. I'm not good at the table sets. I don't remember the name.
The
Only
table
deep.
no set.
Yeah, only deep sets. I'm good
Okay.
at this one only. I'm not good right now.
Yeah, grippers are super specific. You have to give it like a special time for them.
Super specific, and I lost almost all my power on every other implement.
Yes, they really have like if you are really good with grippers, it's hard to be at your peak with thick bar and with inch dumbbells. I mean,
Yeah,
there are monsters out there that can do
of
everything
course,
at the same
of
time.
course.
But for our regular mortals, like regular people, you have to choose a battle. You can be at
if
your top on grippers and on the inch dumbbell at the same time.
Of course, if I remember correctly, Nathan once told me that that grippers have carryover to thick bar. This thing, I never noticed that. It had a negative carryover to thick bar for me.
But maybe I think, in my experience, maybe if you specialize in grippers, get a great level, and then you rest and try thick bar after a while of not doing it, you're going to have like a greater level on thick bar than if you started from scratch. But it's not like in your example, you could lift the inch dumbbell regularly. If you go to grippers and then try to go back to lift the inch, maybe it's not possible.
Yeah, of course, of course. Oh, I lost all my power, almost all my power. Oh. In the meantime, I injured myself also
Oh, okay.
here and here with the grippers. Here, and here. I couldn't squeeze anything. And then I lost all my power with the inch, all my power. So I said, nope, I love that things. I don't really love the other things. So now I'm specific to doing these things for grip, almost all my grip training with the dumbbells.
I want to jump in because I am really curious about your visit to Dubai to see Badr. How was it? How did you arrange that? Because I'd love to go to Dubai someday and I'd love to visit Badr as well. So how did you guys met and how did you arrange that? Hey, I am going to go to Dubai to the Grip gym. How was it?
He was too kind. He is too kind as a person. We were talking about grip like hours of hours. And once told me, you have to come to Dubai. Of course, for Dubai and for me, for the grippers. I will show you everything about the grippers and everything, the grip world and the rest of the world. Because Dubai is a whole continent alone. It's a whole world. It's like the East and West together there. It's beautiful. So we arranged. It was the time that he wanted to do the second maybe grip championship there, but it was at the same time when COVID hit,
Oh, okay.
and most of the athletes of the other countries didn't make it. I made it, but
Okay.
I made it only for 3 days because the third day all the airports were closing and I had to go back to Greece. So
And
it was a
is it
bittersweet situation.
how many hours is to travel from Greece to Dubai? Is
We're
it
not that
close?
far. No, 4 hours, 3.5,
Ah,
something like that.
it's super close. Nice.
Yeah. Oh,
And were you going to a championship to Dubai?
yeah. But there was holding his second championship, MENA Grip Championship, something like that. It was the name. But couldn't make it. Most of the other countries, athletes, all of the because their airports were closed.
Okay.
But the Greek airport were open, so I said, better for me. Only me with Bader. What's the best?
Super
Only
fun.
me in the grip temple there. Then there I lifted a blob, but I don't remember the blob that I lifted. So yeah, it was great.
And is that the like Bader's gym or it's like Bader's house where he has
It's
all these
Bader's
museums?
house.
Ah, okay.
It's
Perfect.
Bader's house, but it's a section in the house, which is the gym, which is a well equipped gym for all over the world standards.
Okay,
Has
so
everything. You can do everything there.
I have
Not
seen
only
that
grip, everything.
I have seen that he has like cardio machines, a squat rack, and everything. Yeah.
Everything. Shoulders, bench press, everything about grip, arm wrestling, whatever you want, you have it.
And I guess Bader is super strong as well, right?
He's unbelievable with blobs. Unfucking believable.
Which is his best blob? Do you remember which can he lift?
I
Because
don't know, remember, but I think with three or two fingers, he lifted the fat man.
wow.
Yeah, he's super strong, and he's super strong in arm wrestling too. He has some thick hands and thick wrists. He's very strong. He's very strong, and almost I think he lifted 5 times the inch. I don't remember. I think that he lifted in his lifetime 2 or 3 times the inch, maybe.
I will have to invite him to the show. I am more curious about Bader. He sounds like a really amazing person and amazing athlete as well.
Yep, exactly. He is.
Nice. And besides Bader, did you meet another grip athlete or something in your visit to Dubai?
No. I never met anyone else. Of course, except of Razak, which is a friend of Badr and a friend of mine. But he's not a grip athlete. Shout out to Razak. No. I was so lucky and unlucky in the same time because it lasted only 3 days. It was scheduled to be there for 10 days. You
Okay.
can understand my frustration. I was almost crying in the airplane going back to Greece.
I can understand, man.
So, of course, but it was almost perfect, at least for these 3 days.
In the same time, I had my first flight to New York because I finished college like in 2020, So
Yeah.
in 2019, I booked my first flight to New York, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to New
Beautiful.
York, first time traveling by myself." And then COVID, and they returned my flight, like
Oh,
luckily because of COVID. But it was like, no, you can't travel, and I could then I could travel to the US in 2021 when we were like. Coming out of COVID, but yeah, it was frustrating for all of us. It was, oh,
of course.
I can't travel, I can't go outside. Luckily, I had my home gym, but some people couldn't train those days. It was like, or couldn't lift weights those days. So it
Of
was a
course.
tough time, right? Yeah.
Really tough times. Yeah.
Panagiotis, I want to jump into your current workout. I see that you do a lot of things, like picking like the picking the cherries from the like what you like from all the sports that you have practiced.
Wow.
So these days, do you have? I know that you are a coach, but do you have a coach that makes the training for you, or do you do your own training?
Right now, I'm doing my own training. Right
Okay.
now, I'm doing my own training. I'm doing some specific training about jumping and explosiveness for myself too. And I'm doing in the first days of the week, Monday and Tuesday, because
Okay.
I'm more fresh. I'm doing right now. I'm working on on perfecting my strict muscle ups on the bars
Okay.
because I'm in a good level right now with my strict muscle ups on the rings. I'm doing lots of CrossFit workouts with my athletes and my when I have the time or the place to do it because when you have 10 clients simultaneously, you can't do the workout. You have to coach them. But when I have the time, I'm doing it with them. It's challenging for me also and for them to have their coach as a teammate. And it's good for me also because I'm learning too from them. I'm learning how every person is moving and it's trying to end the workout and how it's managing its strategy to end the workout, to accomplish a workout. Uh, I'm doing some of Olympic weightlifting stuff, lots of front squats, and I'm trying to be as fast as possible with this right now, with this lifts. I'm not going as heavy as I can because I want to be more explosive to show my youth athletes the exact way some movements may have to be performed.
Perfect. And in terms of grip sport, which are your main
Yeah,
focus? Like, how does grip sport sit into your weekly workout these days?
the last month it's like I think that I'm aggravated my lower back because of these things right here because I'm doing like lots of volume, which is not good and it's not recommended. I think I was doing like 4 sessions inch dumbbell lifts per week, which is a
Okay.
lot. It's like for thick bar training, it's a lot. You can't be at your 100% if you are trying to do thick bar that many times in a week. But right now, I'm so into it. I'm so obsessed. I'm so passionate about it, about these ones, and I can't resist lifting them in every damn way.
Okay. So
So
it's just into the inch dumbbell and just that movement. No other like pinching or vertical bar or something.
maybe some vertical bar from now and there, but not that much because I'm doing a vertical bar with my athlete Nikos Chigos, which is loves vertical bars, and I'm doing sometimes with him, or I'm showing to some other athletes a bit of action now maybe Napalm's Nightmare, Thumbless, or regular grip, and that's it. No pinching, no pinching. I want to lift the the blob, but I don't want to lose the ability to lift the inch this easy right that I'm doing it right now. And when I was trying and I was playing with the blob, I saw from that one that I was losing a bit of power and thick bars from the inches.
Okay, so the focus is into the inch dumbbell. So
Yep.
I remember as well. Give me a second. I wanted to ask you. I know that you went to the to Bathers to do a competition, but have you ever participated in a grip sport or arm lifting competition?
No, never.
Not yet.
Not yet. I want, yeah, maybe not yet. Yeah, yeah.
So let me jump into a question from the audience about
yeah.
that, because we had many questions from different countries. This one is from Australia. Maybe you know, Pinch by Pinch. It's his Instagram. Isaac. Maybe you have spoke to him. I don't know, but he's a really nice guy. Greetings to Isaac. So
Greetings.
he wants to know: have you thought about hosting a King Kong in Greece? Because it doesn't seem to be many venues of King Kong in South Europe.
He's right. He's right. I was thinking about that 2 to 3 years ago, but I had some financial situations, let's say.
Okay. Because
And
it's
to have
expensive.
all those,
It's expensive to
yeah,
host. Yeah.
yeah, to host and to have all those implements because we're far away. Yeah. We're far away from the country that they made from USA, and the shipments and things like that are very, very costly. I wanted to do that, but I saw that it didn't have the attention here to spend my time, my energy, and of course the money to host that. But I'm looking forward to do. I want to do it next year, 2 years from now.
It's the same for me, because I was in the very same situation as you. I wanted to do the King Kong, but I always like missed one of the pieces, and they are expensive to buy, and the shipping to Chile, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand, and I would love to see you like competing in the King Kong. It's really fun, and but yeah, you need people to like to join you, because otherwise it's really expensive. So
It's like a workout, like a training session. If it's alone too, you need your motivation with other people.
yes, do you like to work out by yourself, or do you like it better like working out with friends? How are you into like what do you think about that? Are you a lone wolf
I'm
or
working
a community person?
lone wolf and community at the same time. If I
Okay.
want to do the workout, I don't care if it's a lot of people or not. But I'm performing way better when it's people around me because it's the motivation and the inspiration thing. So yeah, it's better with people.
Nice. Speaking about be surrounded by people, Panagiotis, I have seen that you have done some like street interventions with the inch dumbbell. I think it was called the Greek Strength Games. Tell me about it.
It's a group, Gripsport Games. It's three guys, Nikitas, Captain, and Palis. Three guys, three very genuine, good persons, good people, and very, very smart. They started these public challenges,
Okay.
and one day we spoke about that, and I told them why not to go with these babies at the public to, let's say, uh, not public challenge other persons, just challenge and try to lift these things on public, and we did it in the first video that we did. It went all viral here in Greece.
Wow.
And I think that our first video, it was the first video with an original replica inch dumbbell challenge in the whole world.
So you had your Nathan Hall replica, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And was anyone able, besides you, to lift it or to move it?
2 years ago, because this year we did it again with this one, the harder one, with the Nathan Hall replica. We have some very good attempts, but this year, because some of the guys there, they started training in grip a bit.
Okay.
We have a lot better attempts, very good attempts to lift it.
And were those?
But no one lifted it.
Okay, but were those people from Greece, or were those like tourists, like someone from the US that was passing and he tried? How was it?
Some freak, yeah. No, it was tourists and Greek people. Okay. It was some really strong people. Some of them, they were really strong, but it's very tricky, this thing.
Yeah.
The inch dumbbells.
Nice. And what was the main goal with the interventions on the street? It's like to grow their social media, or do they sell something, or how was it?
No. It was like a public challenge to give people a bit motivation of start with the fitness aspect of things, to start lifting weights because it's good for your health. Positive vibes, things like that. We did it just for fun, to play with something, to have a great times.
Nice. And was like people just watching the show or in the street, like standing like, wow, who's going to do it? Like, did it catch the attention of the people walking in the street?
Yeah. It was like we were surrounded by people, like in a small circle, and the very first one was like maybe 300 to 400 people.
Whoa.
Around the circle.
And yeah, didn't the police came, like, what's going on here or something?
Thankfully not. Thankfully not. But they were around. They were near.
Okay.
Of course. But yeah, it was beautiful. It's amazing feeling to lifting something to having so much hype to lift something in front of so many eyes.
Nice. I'd love to do something like that here in Chile as well.
You have to.
I have done like the dynamometer. I have one like the GM 150, but it's like the Chinese version. So I'm going to do some interventions, and well, I have done like 3 Gripsport Latino workouts. In fact, next Saturday I will have another Gripsport Latino workout where people can use all my implements and do all the movements that they see on social media. My objective is like every time I do a workout, someone new that I haven't met ever tries a new thing. So I am going to be inspired by Greek strength games and do something in public. I don't know if here in Chile the police is going to come. You are not allowed. But I will be prepared. I will be prepared.
Just try it. Yeah.
Maybe I'll try with the blobs, because I have many blobs, and I have to get an inch dumbbell replica to do the same.
You have to.
It's really good.
You have to. Yes.
Panagiotis, I'd love to cover your goals. Which are your athletic goals for 2024?
Athletic goals for 2024. I want again to be able regularly to power clean 140, 150 kilograms again.
Okay.
I want to be as close as to 160, 170 front squat kilos, but with a lot of speed. I don't want to be like grinder.
Okay.
I want to strict lift this beast here. And of course, I want to lift from the ground the 104 whole inch dumbbell.
But you are
This is
one
the
of the
biggest.
there's I think it's a handful of people that has lifted the 104-inch dumbbell. I think it's Carl, Joseph Hodgson, you, and as far as I know, Jet Johnson hasn't lifted yet, and Ben Helps neither. So you have lifted, man. Maybe it was tilted. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it was pre-tilted, which is like I'm pre-tilting it like this,
Okay.
and then I'm lifting it. It
Okay.
wasn't I wasn't breaking from the floor the
Oh.
lift with one hand. It's pre-tilted. I want to lift it from the floor in a regular way. But yeah, I have
Okay.
done a lot of pre-tilted lifts. Pre-tilted.
Well, but it's epic. It's epic to see you lifting that. It's man, you're really
Thank you
getting
so much.
closer.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I have a bit of a setback with my lower back, but I will fix it.
So
I will.
so that's going to be your main grip goal for the next year?
Yeah, my main grip goal is that's why I don't want to make anything else and lose the power with my thick bar work. My main goal is to lift the 104 inch whole dumbbell from the floor.
Okay.
To do it as regular as possible, to do it like Joe, but I don't think that I will do it because Joe is destroying it. This thing.
Yeah.
I think Ben will also do it really soon.
Yeah. They are
But
doing
Ben
super
wants
well.
to do it strict. He's crazy.
Yeah.
But
he is.
crazy strong.
Yes.
Crazy strong. Yeah. I have a lot of guys in my mind that I can do it if they want to do it.
Yeah.
But I want to be one of them, one of the small list, one of this list. I want to be so badly.
Perfect. Panagiotis, I have a couple of more questions from the audience. This one is from another friend from Chile. His Instagram is Rayone, and his name is Raimundo Olivares. Saludos a Raimundo. Tell me, Panagiotis, which is the most difficult athletic discipline that you have ever tried?
Oh, that's a hard question. I have to say, for me, that this is Olympic weightlifting because I tried it when I was not that young the first time. I was 24, 25 years old with lots of training on my body. So I was very stiff for the Olympic weightlifting. Most of us out there, before try to do some Olympic lifts, we think that, oh, they're just strong. No, they're not just strong. They're super plasticky. They have like tremendous, unbelievable range of motions. And you need to have to be very specific with your training. To stop, I stopped for 1 year all my strength training because I had to be more plastic, not that stiff. I had to be. So I have to say that it's Olympic weightlifting because I started it at a later age, not a young age. Because if you are younger, it's everything more easy. Of course, the gymnastics things, I started once the plank and I stopped because I would never do that. my frame is also a bit big, not bigger. It's a bit to the heavier side because I'm almost 100 kilos,
Yeah.
and I don't. It's not an excuse, but I want to be there. So to master the plank, I think that I need to be lower with my body weight, but I don't want to lose all this
The
type of
gains.
muscle, the gains. Yeah. So at this stage, for me, and with my angles, with a short torso and my the relative long arms for my torso and my long legs, it's a bit trickier to do the plank. So okay, I don't care.
It's perfect. And the second question from Raimundo is,
Yes.
which is the most difficult movement or skill that you have ever tried, like specific movement?
I have to say the plank, but I never mastered it. The free handstand, because I started again on my later years, it's also hard, the free handstanding. And hard. The strict muscle ups, super hard. You need lots of power. You need core power, core stability. You need super power with your upper body. You need to understand your body to be as straight as possible. You need power in general, raw power.
Perfect. Yeah, muscle ups are hard.
Yep. Especially in the over 100 pounds categories.
Yes.
200 pounds. Sorry.
Yes, exactly. We have a friend from Lithuania. S. Michael Sass is the Instagram. His name is Lucas. Maybe you have seen him on Instagram. And he wants to know, how do you balance overall body strength training and grip training?
How am I balancing strength training and grip training?
Yes, how do you balance them?
Like, for me right now, grip training is strength training.
Okay.
And I think for everyone out there, grips training, it has to be strength training, because we are seeing right now all of the sports, almost all of the combat sports and the heavyweight sports, like the sports that they are moving weights, you have to have a very good, a strong grip. So you have to have a grip session. So for me right now, grip training, it's a strength training, grip strength training.
Perfect. And the second question from Lucas.
Yes.
What advice do you have for recovery? Do you avoid certain lifts if you plan to do grip the next day?
Tricky question. Yeah. Maybe I will avoid lots of body weight movements. Okay. Lots of maybe if I want to do, let's say, in Tuesday grip inch lifts, and then Monday I want to do pull-ups, muscle ups, weightlifting stuff like clean and jerks and things like that. Maybe I will do a lot less to be able to do to be good for the Tuesdays inch lift training, because it will tax they will tax my grip, so I will not be at my fullest on Tuesdays.
Perfect. And do you do something special to manage your recovery? Do you like in your nutrition or your sleeping? How do you manage it?
Sleep is hard. when you're trying to run a business and you're thinking so many things to do, the sleeping is the hardest thing you can do. It's better to not sleep and to be awake. If we had like 48 hours per day, a day had 40 hours would be a lot better for us. You need over 7 hours of sleeping, of good deep sleeping, and eating a lot. I'm eating a lot amount of food, but I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I'm eating at night
Oh, okay.
because it works for me. It's not for everyone. It works for me because I'm lighter when I'm doing the training. If I'm eating regularly in the day intraday, I can't train my clients. So
Okay.
it's better to eat one good meal, which is like 5 meals for other regular human beings.
Perfect. And I have a question from a legend to Panagiotis.
Oh, oh,
Nathan Hall.
oh my
He,
God.
he wants to know if you could accomplish any feat, what would it be?
It was the inch dumbbell lift, strict.
Okay.
Then I challenged myself to do the double lift, the double inch lift.
Okay.
I did it, not strict. Okay. But if it was one, Sir Nathan, Sir Hall, it will be lifting yours truly 104-inch dumbbell. Lift that and I'm stopping the grip the grip training.
Nice. It's a
That's
really
my
a lifetime goal, man.
yeah. It's a lifetime goal for me. My ultimate goal, my ultimate grip goal right now. Maybe ever for me.
So
Because I
after
touched the Millennium Dumbbell. I touched the Millennium
yeah,
Dumbbell, you know? Yep.
and after that, do you have something in your horizon, or do you
I
have it
have
like
to I have to I have to lift the blob. I have to lift the blob.
that's the
Then
next chapter?
yes, if because it's really hard. Maybe never I could lift the 104. If I can lift, if and when I lift the 104, then I'm changing a bit scenery, let's say, and I'm going to painting. I'm going to do all because we want to do a public challenge with a 24 hole, but I have to lift it first.
Yeah. I
To
think we
show
have
them that
some audio issues. I was listening to you like really low volume. Can you
now,
now it's perfect. Yeah.
okay.
Nice. So, Panagiotis, I want to know if you have any question for me or for Gripsport Latino, the project, whatever you'd like to ask.
First of all, I love the project. You are doing a very good job of trying to manage and show the people of Latin America the great food. I think that I asked you about, but why not again? So Santiago is the capital in Chile.
Yes. Yes.
Are you near Santiago?
I live right in Santiago, in
In
like in the
Santiago.
center.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, nice. In the downtown of Santiago.
Yes.
How's there?
It's like a big city. I mean, it's like I have never gone to Europe, but I have like one of my best friends. He's from Sweden, and he came to live to
Okay.
Chile because he fell in love with one of the best friends of my wife. So he
Oh,
came
nice.
here. He came here, and he is like, man, Santiago has a bit of everything. There's like international luxury brands, nice restaurants, nice gyms, a lot of technology, a lot of, I mean, we have financial district. So
Of course.
Santiago, it's like a concrete jungle, can so to speak. There
Of
are
course.
big buildings and stuff like that. If you like to party, if you like to dress stylish and that kind of lifestyle, like I won't say like a New York vibe, but here in Santiago of
Okay.
Chile, we would love to be like North America, or like we don't aspire to be like Europe, in my opinion, but we would love to be like the United States of South America. You know, it's
Of course.
like
Yeah, yeah.
we love that. Without going too far, I love a sport which is really bigger in the US and in Europe. So we love like the southern hemisphere, and we are a country in the ways to be like developed. So you can find here you can find things that are like into the northern hemisphere, but
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
the culture here, it's like well, the city, well, we have crime, of course. We have like poverty, like everywhere in the world. But
Yes.
it's a nice place to live, and the thing I like the most about like what I have seen in South America, it's that people is really nice. They love to laugh, they love to share, they love to party, and I think that's one of the main traits that people from Europe love here, because we are like more like relaxed. That's what I can say
Oh,
about
yeah.
Santiago.
We're a really close lookalike to this kind of lifestyle. Greeks and maybe Latinos or Spanish people. One more. What's your favorite football club?
My favorite what? I didn't catch it.
Football club, Chilean football club.
Chilean. Well, my family is from a city called Rancagua, that it's
Okay,
an hour away from Santiago. So I
okay,
always say that my favorite club is O'Higgins de Rancagua. You know, because
okay.
it's really controversial here. Here there are two big teams. One, if it's called Colo Colo, and another
Colo Colo,
it's
yeah, no,
called
no.
and another is called Universidad de Chile.
Oh, yeah, I know both of them.
Well, I studied in the Universidad de Chile, so
Okay, okay.
it's a secret, but I have a letter U here in my heart. So
Oh.
I like the University of Chile. Do you have any favorite football team from Chile, Panagiotis? Or do you know
uh,
about it?
I knew both of them. I knew both of them.
So
But I don't. Give me the best football players from Chile. I don't remember now, right now. Give me
the best.
the best
I mean, well, we have
of all
30.
time, of all time, of all time.
Well, since we are like about the same age, Marcelo Salas, Ivan
Marcelo
Zamorano,
Salas, yeah. Zamorano,
Marcel,
yeah, 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 yeah.
they are super famous.
I know. Okay.
Actually, do you know the tennis player Marcelo Rios?
Oh, I don't know him.
He was the number one of the world in the 90s. Actually,
Oh, I didn't know
actually,
that.
actually, he's my favorite athlete from
Athlete of
Chile
all time.
ever, ever.
Okay,
And I
okay,
don't
okay,
think anyone will come close to him sport-wise. He is a genius, a genius.
okay.
They actually have the phrase. He didn't have a racket; he had a wand, like a wizard.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
guy was like, if you play video games, he was like 100% in all the skills. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay.
but I think football is the biggest sport. I mean the most famous and most and the sport that has more fans here in
Yeah,
Chile.
yeah. Of course,
I
of course.
am a really, let's say, like a nerdy, or like I don't like what everyone likes. That's why I'm into
Me
grip
too. I'm like
sport.
that.
That's why I'm into grip sport. That's why I competed in powerlifting. That's why I was into calisthenics. Like before, it
Yeah.
was really mainstream. So I'm not like really into football. It's great. I admire like the biggest players. In example, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's like, man, I think he's my favorite football player from history. Athletic, clever.
Of course.
Do you have another favorite football player? Like, is he not your favorite? It's okay, but I want to know.
Of course, I'm respecting him because
Sure.
you can't be at the top that many years on time. You have to
Sure.
be top of the top. But I don't like him a lot. But okay.
Uh-huh.
I love the versus Lionel Messi. I love more Messi, but I was in love with Diego Armando Maradona,
Maradona,
of course.
yes.
Yeah.
Epic.
Uh, my favorite player, my favorite football player. Which is my favorite football player? Maybe Paolo Maldini. You know Paolo Maldini?
Is he Italian?
Yeah, he was playing. He's a Milan legend. He was
I
playing in Milan.
I heard about it. I didn't know you were into football. Nice.
I was. I was. I don't know any player right now. I was. I was. But I was. Yeah. Zamorano. No, Zamorano was in. I was playing in Inter Milan
And
and
in Real
Salas
Madrid, in Real Madrid as
and Real
well.
Madrid. Yeah, and Marcelo Salas was playing in Lazio. His best years.
Lazio, yes.
Of course, I know. I know.
Yes, and like more in more modern times, like early 2000s, I think, or 2010. It was Alexis Sanchez, Arturo Vidal, Claudio Bravo.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
They
yeah, I
are
know
like
them.
they are more recent, and they call them the golden generation here in Chile.
Okay,
They are the last ones that went to the World Cup, so they are really famous here as well. Alexis
nice.
Vidal, Bravo, Gary Medel, yeah, they are really famous here. And
So you have the D like the.
yes, yes,
Okay. You have it, or the Spanish have it too, or not? The Spanish from Spain, I mean.
man, my Spanish, if you were listening to me speaking in Spanish, is a whole different language from the people from
The,
Spain. They say
okay.
they say the letter S
Yeah,
differently. In example, if I want to say like Spain in Spanish,
yeah.
I would say España, and they are going to
Okay.
say España. you
Ah,
know?
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The th. Yeah, 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 yeah. I thought that the Z was th.
Yeah, it's like that as well. I mean, I don't manage the Spanish from Spain, but they speak very different from us. They have many expressions that are different from us, and we in Chile, I can properly say that we speak the worst Spanish in the world. In Latin America, no one understands us because we eat letters and we speak fast. So it's really
Okay.
like complicated to understand Spanish from Chile at the first time, you know?
They say that the Argentinians they're
Yeah.
speaking more musically sounded Spanish.
That's because there were many immigrants from Italy back in the day, so they sound like Italian, like if they were singing, you know.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like they were singing, like the
I
singing. Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
I really like Argentina. It's a really nice place to go and eat at restaurants, go to party, and people is super nice. They say if you want to remember about Europe in Latin America, you have to go to Argentina.
To Argentina. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
really and people it's really nice.
Argentina
Actually,
or
we
Argentina.
Argentina. We say Argentina.
Okay, okay, okay.
Your Spanish accent, it's really clean, my friend. I think. Do you have any notion of? Do you know how to speak, like some phrases? I mean, I know that you say "Buenos días" and sure,
Well,
but do you know anything else in Spanish?
I don't. But buenas noches, buenas tardes, hola, basic stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know. I think that I don't know. I don't know. But I
I
can understand.
I think I know. Well, I know maybe two or three things of Greek, and I will mispronounce them. Maybe the gyros, the
Heroes, yeah, of
gyros.
course.
Of course, I know Pirros Dimas. Of course,
Piros Dimas, yeah, 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 yeah.
and maybe that's it. Because my friend from college, he spoke to me about
Talk to him.
Piros Dimas, the Gyros, Mykonos, I have heard about it.
Tell him. Next day,
It's her.
next time
It's
that you.
her. A woman. It's her.
Tell her. No, don't tell her. Sorry, no. If he was a man,
If he
don't
was a
tell
man,
him.
he'd up like, no, okay, no problem. We can talk about it later after we end up the the interview. No problem. No, but it's okay. I'd love to go to Greece in the future. We have to meet in person, my friend.
Of course, you're most welcome. Most welcome. And we'll eat lots of meat. You know.
I love meat.
Me too.
My friend, I want to tell the classic phrase to finish the interview.
Yeah.
Last words belong to you. Which message would you like to share with the audience of Gripsport Latino? Para la gente de Latinoamérica.
I can say that exactly like you. Para la gente Latin America.
Yes.
Okay, so we have to be positive. We have to try everyone to spread the grip world and the grip strength training. It's super interesting, and it's super like fundamentally sounded. We need it in our lives, in our sports, in our everyday lives. We have to be together. We have to be positive, and we have to train like here via the internet. We can train together. We can push ourselves one to another. Let's go. Let's do it.
Perfect, my friend. I loved this interview. I really had a great time. I felt like
Me too. Thank you so much.
We were like together hanging out, so it was really comfy for me as well. So, man, thanks for your time.
For me too.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
I expect
it was an honor, big honor from you. Thank you so much.
It was an honor for me as well, and we can meet. I hope. Well, it's more likely to meet in another interview, in another episode of Gripsport Latino. But I want us to meet in person. So let's do it.
Me too.
I wish you the best, my friend. I will stop the recording. Give me 1 second.